So I want to give everybody an update. I have the paperwork right here to file the restraining order. I'm making sure that the text, because I'm going to print up, I'm doing I'm typing out a Word doc in large print. I'm making the font pretty big so it's easy to read. And it's going to be probably 8 or 9 pages. But I have to make sure I include all of the times that they snitched on themselves, admitted who they are and who they work for, escalated their violence because I called them out on it, which if they were really just friends and you say, hey, I think you work for my ex-boyfriend and his partners in crime, if you're really truly friends and they're not working for your ex, they'd be like, what makes you say that? They wouldn't be offended. They'd be like, what am I doing? But they already know what they're doing. They already know. The fact that they are so hypersensitive to everything I post on my social media, to the point that they're covering their face because they know I'm posting pictures, they're snitching themselves out. So I have to put all those details so that whatever judge gets it, maybe a corrupt judge gets it, maybe a not corrupt judge gets it. But I also have to make it look like if Judge Safritz and the other judge who signed off on Caton's restraining order, malicious and false, perjury, if they're corrupt, it puts them between a rock and a hard place. If they're not, I'm going to make sure that they have it's going to be very difficult for them to justify not launching an investigation into who ran a fraud on their court, especially people who are affiliated with Epstein and Maxwell and their defense attorneys. So I want to make sure I get all those details in there, because I'm basically making them an offer they can't refuse. And if they do, they implicate themselves, which is me compelling them to do their fucking job. Could be all those judges are corrupt, but that doesn't mean they're going to do something so blatantly stupid as to get themselves on the Epstein list. Hopefully they'll have some sense of self-preservation and go ahead and launch an investigation just to distance themselves from the criminal enterprise. Who knows? They're going to kind of like compelling them to go ahead and snitch out their partners in crime. That's what us feds do. That's what the special prosecutors are doing, and they're using me to help them, and I'm using the stuff they post to help me do what I need to do and keep myself and my people safe. I'm also making sure that I list all the incidents that prove not only are these fools a risk to my safety, they're a risk to public safety in general. Firing weapons in a park trail full of people, hikers all over the place, to the point that when the police showed up, other hikers were complaining about the gunshots too. The bioweapon, all of that. The 3 dead people, Michaela Raines dead, and them admitting it. Burrow admitted all of that. Besides impersonating agents of Senator Sanders and Mulvaney, Stanek, and Sarah George's office. So, as I get it on paper, I get it out initially, and then I always remember other stuff later. Have to peel everything back like an onion. So, I'll get all that done today. I don't know if I'm hoping when I call the courthouse, call that number that EPD gave me, that they can give me a fax number so I can fax it to them and then send them the original And then there won't be any reason for them to try to stop me from getting to the courthouse and escalating their violence. I had somebody stalking me, hiding in the bushes while I was packing up my stuff. I got threatened 3 times last night. The train went by, it stopped for about a half an hour and watched my camp on the fucking tracks. Then the dump truck came, and they came and were yelling and screaming and took there was a, go ahead. There was
oh, it's got your charger in it. Hey, your charger's in it?
Oh yeah, here, thanks. Anyway, there was an empty trash can, one of those big plastic ones with the foldable lid. It had been there for months. All of a sudden last night, they wanted to come back and get it, and it was literally right next to my cot. In fact, my cot was between it and the fence. Before that, somebody came and kicked my bucket. Took it, apparently. I heard him kick it, and then it was really loud, and the bucket was right at the foot of my cot. And then next thing, when I got up to look for it, it was gone. So the train, I assumed, is owned by BlackRock somehow. Probably owns the dumpsters, the trash service too. And they've got no business worrying about what goes on outside of that. Their only business is inside that fence where the actual dumpsters are. What happens behind that is none of their fucking business. Don't tell me. I know that damn trash can has been overturned back there, laying on its side for several months. It'd probably been there much longer than that because it was covered in snow. So it'd been there since before November. But all of a sudden last night they had to go back there and get it. Really? In the middle of the night? After screaming and yelling at me? So I have to list that. I'm going to submit a picture of the guy that went around the other side of the thing and then crawled through the bushes and sat up on the tracks watching me from behind the bushes. So I couldn't put my stuff away. I have to carry it with me. I'll go take it and hide it later. But yeah, drinking a beer, doing a scratch-off ticket. And I couldn't really see because, number one, the bushes were camouflaging them. And I didn't have my glasses on because they were cold because I take them off when I sleep. So they got cold, and then when I put them on, they fogged up. And then I've got to list that. I'm going to list all the other times the people dumping the trash threatened me. Now, I made a sign on a big piece of cardboard. Epstein whistleblower, 55-year-old female with cancer. Terminal cancer. Adding names to the Epstein list. And I took a big empty box and took one of those office clips and clipped that cardboard sign to that box right where they were going to see it. Oh, they saw it. They took the sign. So they can't say they didn't know. They didn't just read it and leave it there. They took it to make sure I would know that they saw it. So I have to list that and some other stuff. I'm not going to go into it right now because the video will be half an hour long. But yeah, I'm going to make sure this restraining order is very thorough, so that the judge knows all the different ways that they're acting out the violence. And it isn't just me who's being affected. They've gotten 4 other people killed, and God knows how many people died from the bioweapon. That damn, whatever that respiratory illness was, knocks you on your ass. And it's not like the people at the hospital were going to help them because they were the ones behind it.